professor shall have a seat. Okay.
Did you know that some of the foods you eat on a regular basis are actually banned in other countries? Some of these everyday foods include Kraft mac and cheese, U.S. milk, Tyson chicken, and even some breads. What you may not know is that these foods are laced with harmful chemicals that can lead to a number of illnesses. Just to put into perspective how unbalanced America's food system is, let me quote Alfred E. Newman by saying, "We are living in a world today where lemonade is made from artificial flavors and furniture polish is made from real lemons." If you want to avoid harmful ingredients for the sake of your own health, the first step is awareness. So what are processed foods anyway? A simple definition is foods that contain additives, preservatives, artificial ingredients. And some examples of these includes cereals, candies, and fast foods. You probably heard don't eat these foods all your life, but why are they bad exactly? Well, number one, they're high in sugar. You can see this when you check the nutrition label on the back. Number two, they're addictive. They stimulate dopamine levels in your brain, and that makes you feel good, so that can eventually lead to excessive cravings and overeating. Number three, they're low in nutrients. Whatever nutrients they do have, that's stripped off usually in the processing system. And number four, they take less energy and time to digest. So whenever you're buying food, you need to be careful because there are a few ingredients that are really bad, and I'm about to talk about these. If you see BHT, you need to be aware of that because it's in most cereals and chewing gums. And in excessive amounts, it can cause neurological problems, behavioral issues, hormonal issues, metabolic dysfunction, and cancer. Another preservative to be aware of is TBHQ, and I had a Reese's the other day and I was looking at the ingredients and I saw TBHQ and I was thinking, what in the world is this? But some research says that in excessive amounts it can cause nausea, vomiting, tinnitus, delirium, sense of suffocation, and liver toxicity. The next one is MSG. And you may have heard about this one being in Chinese buffets and other stuff like that, but this can cause headaches, depression, obesity, rapid heartbeat. And there's a list of these that they're just, most people aren't aware about. But now that you know some of the effects that processed foods have on your health, let's talk about how to avoid them and eat clean. Number one, you want to avoid foods in boxes, cans, or bags. This has usually been processed. And another tip is you want to shop on the outside of the store because this is where you're usually going to find your fresh foods versus in the middle when you're going to find your box and bagged foods. And you definitely want to eat your fresh foods and vegetables. These foods actually do the opposite of what processed foods do. In fact, they reduce your risk of obesity, cancer, and other diseases. So let me conclude by saying that it's not too late to turn your diet around. Ditch the processed foods, and remember, every time you eat is an opportunity to nourish your body.
All right. Hey, great job. Very organized. A nice dismount there.